fellow mayflies. This is Birdie Sparrow, tweet tweet, and going to do a quick review on Battle Pass number 8, Satin Bloom. Only going to be looking at the paid content, and even then, only the major items, to give you an idea what you will get for your money. So for payment right up top, we have the Satin Bloom set. Very noir, 1920s looking. Hopefully in the future you'll be able to dye this, maybe black, red, something like that. But like it. To me, little too white. You notice there's a rose there on the hip. Wish I had a little pop of color to it. Same thing with the hat. But by and large, not much to complain about. Again, high heels. Even if I wore this dress, which I won't because I'm more of a power armor type looking guy, I don't believe women should be running around in high heels in a post-apocalyptic world. The cradle is a heart, as you can see. It is basically a perfume bottle, and also again, kind of neat, minimalist looking. I might wear this with some of, even with some of my other items. My wolf is in there, a little difficult to see, but he's definitely in there. But by and large, I don't have a problem with this particular set of clothing. It does what it's supposed to do. It gives you the feel. It gives you the look. So there's not much really to complain about. Okay, now let's go talk about furniture. So first thing you would get on the line will be the Minimalist Florist Coffee Table. And there it is. You know, it does its job. It's a coffee table. You can put things on it. You can take things off. Not much to say. Then next to that is the Gallery Lounge Booth. And this does have an action. As you can see, you can sit on it very primly. There you go. And it is kind of a light gray in look, with the brass accents. Of course, it does go along with everything else here. Then we have the platinum tiered display stand. You get the look, you know, it's 3-tiered. Items do go on it. You know, got things with bigger bases, of course, looks kind of weird, but you can put various plants on it and, you know, some of the smaller items. So next is the Platinum Central Display Stand. Which is a little finicky. You can put stuff on it. Definitely things that are too tall will not fit on the bottom shelf or the middle shelf. Obviously will fit on the top shelf. If you put something with a large base on it, like, you know, one of these guys, it will overhang. So, you know, just be careful. And in the back is rather plain looking, but it does have some texture. So if you wanted to, you could put it out in the middle of an open space and it won't look, you know, blah from the back. At least it's got something going there for the back. We'll get back to this bad boy and its problems at the end. So the next thing is the oh, I'm sorry, I may have got this wrong. I believe this is the Minimalist display case. The Platinum Central Display Stand is this guy here, and you can put things on it as normal. Its one big thing is if you only have a 1 level high ceiling, it will not fit because it needs 2 to fit this whole look into it. With the second story, it's perfect. The top attaches to the top of a ceiling that's 2 levels high, so you know, it's pretty seamless. Then we have the Masala plant decoration, which is this thing right here sitting on the display stand. It's as you can see, it's three little things in a bottle, three little roses, whatever, in a bottle. I just have it on the display stand versus the floor so you can see it a little bit better. It just sits there and looks pretty. After that comes the wall-mounted scent bottle, which is this. And it's exactly what it is. It's just a wall-mounted scent bottle. Back in the day, you could go up to it, put your nose down in the decanter, pump that little handle, and take a sniff. I really kind of wish, a little that this had some little interactivity of, you could, squeeze the bottle and a little puff of, purple or pink perfume came out, or green, or what have you. But whatever. There you go. It's just a static display. After that comes the Prime Light Minimalist Floor Lamp. I like it. It's neat. It's very Art Deco. It's on when you put it on. Not much more to say about it, other than the fact that it's very delicate looking and does what it's supposed to do. So there you go. Next to that is the Fragrance Demo Stand. This was something that would normally be on top of a shelf or something like that. So again, you could, take a little sniff of the various fragrances or whatever. Again, no interactivity. It's just there for decoration. And then the last thing for the paid contact battle pass on the bottom row would be the Platinum Circular Display Stand. So this would basically be your shop counter. Hopefully, they will maybe in the future make some bottles, something that'll go in this. I mean, yeah, you can put stuff on the display stand, the kind of lit. It goes along well the look with everybody else. So, yay for that. Just wish they included, like, maybe they will in the future, a pack of perfume bottles, something, anything that would go on this. But there you go. All right, let's talk about this bad boy. So this is what you get if you buy the top level thing, the luxurious edition. The luxurious edition is the only place where you will get this Blossom Whispers cradle that I showed you before, and the only way you get the Gilded Wings cabinet. Like I said, I like the Blossom Whispers. The Gilded Wings cabinet has some problems. I do like the look. Again, Art Deco, the whole butterfly theme, Heiho Mitsu on the back. It's got more pop to it than the minimalist guys. Just got the marbled look. So yes, you could put this in the middle of the floor, and there you go. This is a collection item, so this is a one and done. You cannot make multiples of these. So its deal is you can open it, and then you can put items on here, and then, close it. It's a display cabinet. I was like, oh, freaking cool. So I, went and, grabbed a thing, put it on here. I was like, oh man, that's really neat. I close it, and the freaking wings up top cut it off. You have all this big, beautiful space up here, and it's you can't see what the hell you put in there. I mean, yeah, okay, if you get over here, you can kind of see it. I was like, oh my God. So, come on. There we go. Open up. So I was like, all right, let me try something half that height. and we close it. And again, it basically, if you're looking at straight on, it cuts it off. I mean, yeah, okay, you can see a little better from the sides, but you know, man, I'd like to be able to look pretty much straight forward and see stuff, especially since you gave me all this room to so basically the only thing you can put in here and fully see it is roughly the stuff the size of a small little. So when this closes, yay! Now it's like a proper look. But this also means like a lot of decorations, like flowers, like your roses and stuff. You can put them in here, but again, you can't see the tops of them because it's cut off by this. It's I love some of the stuff NetEase puts out like this, but it's like they don't really think it all the way through. Um, I just again I find it annoying. I have some larger level stuff that will fit in here easily that I would love to have as in a neat display cabinet. Can't do it. Can't do it because you can't see it. So uh, I I give this a C plus. I mean, I would rather not have the butterfly display, the butterfly glass, or make it bigger, something, bring it up, whatever. Um, yeah, annoying. So we have a similar problem with the weapon skin, which is the Fragrant Haze. So it goes in an M416. And again, not really my style, but hey, I get it. It goes with it. You know, there you go. You can see it. You know, got roses on it. It's gilded and all that. Um, but let's take a look at the, again, annoying problem with this. And again, it's minor. Actually, come to think of it, it's not minor. Um, so let me go into my gear and cosmetics. Okay. Well, the very first thing is they do give you a paint in the paid area of the battle pass, and they call it. And this is the minor thing. They call it Gilded Stripes. Anybody see any stripes? It should have been called Gilded Speckles, Gilded Stardust, Gilded. If you're gonna have stripes, have stripes, have stripes, have stripes. Mithril stripes. Great, get it. This gilded stripes, that's no stripes. Those are speckles, dots, whatever you want to call them. You know, however, this particular color does go well with the overall look of the weapon. So, with the gold and all that, it does blend very well. I will give them that. Not a problem. Okay, here's what I consider to be a problem. So the actual tip of this, come on. There we go. So the actual tip of this is a rosebud. Kind of cool. Fits the theme, all of that. Okay, great. Unfortunately, if you want this rosebud, you cannot run an accessory on your muzzle. If you go to your muzzle, there's a good look of it, kind of neat, fits the theme, like it. I was like, yeah, all right, I may not run this, but yeah, maybe I would, whatever. If you go to put anything else on it, it takes away that rosebud. So if you want the rosebud look for whatever reason, that means you can't run anything that can help affect your stats. I'm a big fan of the range compensator myself, but I'm sorry, the hammer. I'm a big fan of the hammer. Um, but like I said, it's like, okay, well, if you want the rose, you can't run with a muzzle. If you want something on the muzzle, you're going to have to, you know, run with whatever you pick for the front. And I would suggest probably using that gilded stripes, which aren't stripes, to blend it in a bit. Again, just a little annoying. Just little. I don't know the coding. Maybe they can't keep the muzzle, but I find that rather difficult to believe. Um, uh, yeah. So for the luxurious edition, if you're going for the case, just be aware that, as I showed you previously, if you put in a anything inside of it, and it's fairly tall, you will not see it unless you kind of snuggle up and do a look in this, which isn't really what a display case should force you to do. If you get the normal paid content or the luxurious edition, you will get that M416 fragrant haze. And like I said, just be aware that if you want to run with the rose bulb tip because you like the look, that means you are giving up any type of muzzle item to help your weapon. So there you go. My final thoughts on all of this for paid content. For regular paid content, I give it a B plus because of the fact that you can't keep the muzzle tip on, the cute little rose look. So that's just annoying. If you're going for the luxurious edition because you really really want to get this gilded display case, I'm sorry, I really have to give it a C plus at the best. The fact that they give you all that room to put in tall items and then you can't display them, and all you can put in are these little small things if you want to see the display. That's just real netties. Come on, guys, really? You know, nobody. I was a dev, and how did this ever make it through a green light with all of you people? I mean, come on. Do slightly better when it comes to things like this. Love your game. I do love it, but it just some of these things. It's like you get 90% there, and then you kind of fall off the edge. So, would I get the paid content? The Well, of course, all depends upon if you want these other skins, and of course there were other things. There's some weapon charms, stickers, Mitsu marks, all that, which I'm not going through. So for $10, is it worth it? Yeah, yeah. I think you get enough for $10. For $24, is it worth it? Probably not, unless you're a completionist and really, really want to get this gilded cabinet. Like I said, this is cute. I'm not really into frames or name cards. So if you are, maybe it is for you. Um, the fact that you can't display most of the stuff you can display that you would want to is really a killer uh, for this. And as you can see, down here you get, silver keys, you get stickers, other, camouflage, more stickers. You get a couple of other little, get iridescent silver. There's your weapon cradle charm. They get some cute looking other items to dress in, you know, headphones if you want that. So yeah, for $10, I think the advanced edition is worth it. Even barring the fact that you can't keep the rose. 24 bucks, unless you're a completionist or really just have to have this gilded cabinet, can't see it. So that's my review on this. And at this time, I believe you still have 57 days to go to the battle pass. So you got that amount of time to determine if you want to spend any real world cash on either the advanced or the luxurious edition. So thank you for watching this, and everybody have a nice day. Tweet, tweet.